I'm Jason Frame, and I want to talk to you about why Toastmasters might just be the thing for you. There's all kinds of reasons that people get into Toastmasters. One of them is, because everybody speaks. You're going to speak anyway. You're going to talk to people anyway. Why not be good at it? Maybe you're afraid of public speaking. I understand that. A lot of people are afraid of public speaking. In fact, it's one of the greatest fears in the world. More people are afraid of public speaking, getting in front of an audience and speaking, than even death. It rates higher than that. So why should you take the plunge and get into this? Well, for one, you're in a safe environment. We'll work with you. We'll help you hone your skills. I know people I'm a president of several Toastmasters groups, and in one of the clubs, the lady wouldn't even tell her name. She was too scared to even announce who she was to us. And now she's given several speeches, and she feels much more confident and much more comfortable. She says that's helped out in her job too. That's helped her move up in her work environment. That's one reason you could join Toastmasters. Another reason is to better organize your speeches. Have you ever talked to somebody who goes on and on and on, kind of like I'm doing right now? If you work with Toastmasters, we help you structure your speeches. We help you get the hang of this stuff so you get good at this stuff. We'll help you learn how to wrap it up, how to work on a certain time. If your boss says to you, I'll give you 5 minutes to explain this, and you run over more than 5, you go 10, 15, 20 minutes, that's not what the boss wanted. If you only go 30 seconds and don't really get to all the things you need to cover, that's not what the boss wants either. You need to be in that 5-minute time range. That's why a lot of our speeches have times. A beginning, a middle, and an end, of course, in the speech structure, but we have times. Like 5 to 7 minutes is your most common speech in Toastmasters. That gives you enough time to get your point across, discuss some examples of your point, and wrap it all up and conclude it. Another thing we do in Toastmasters is we have this thing called table topics. That is a great way to practice your extemporaneous speaking. That's a big word. What that means is speaking on your feet, speaking off the cuff. Let's say you're in an elevator and you've got to tell somebody you just met, or maybe somebody you really want to meet, about you and start up a conversation. But you don't want to go on and on and on, but you need to make it clear what your purpose is. So we'll ask these crazy questions sometimes. Like, for instance, last night I had a dream about a giraffe that was playing the violin. Tell me about a dream you had. And you get 1 to 2 minutes to get on your feet and speak. And sometimes they're simple questions, sometimes they're very difficult questions, but you're in a safe environment and we have a lot of fun with it. But it helps you learn how to not only speak, but how to think on your feet and how to make sense of what you're trying to say in a short time or stretch it out into a longer time if need be. The Toastmasters has 2 different manuals. One of them works with leadership skills, which is important in anybody's life. I mean, obviously, we can all become better leaders. And if you're already a great leader, you can always become better. And if you're smart, you realize that. If you don't realize that, I'm not saying you're not smart. I'm just saying maybe you should rethink that. Another thing we have is a book that works on speeches and how to become a better speaker. These are all very important reasons to join Toastmasters. Plus, we keep track of your ums and ahs and things like that. A lot of people have those things called crutch words, meaning I say, you know, a lot. I noticed that on video that I say, you know, and at Toastmasters they help me figure that out, and I can help myself. By the time you've been in Toastmasters for 6 months or more, you'll be watching the news and you'll be saying, wow, that would be so much better if they didn't say so many ums and ahs and while they're doing the news. It would be so much better, and you'll start picking that stuff up. Of course, I wouldn't do that with your significant other when she's yelling at you. Did you hear anything I said? Well, yes, you had 14 ums, 3 ohs, and that wouldn't be a good idea. What I'm trying to say is Toastmasters is a great place to go. There are Toastmaster clubs all over the place. There's one in your city. Anywhere in the world, you can find a Toastmasters. Go to Toastmasters.org, that's Toastmasters.org, and type in your zip code or your country and find one near you. If you're in the Monroe area or the Charlotte, North Carolina area, come find me. I'm the president of 2 of those clubs, and I'd be happy to help you out and kind of hold your hand. Well, not really hold your hand, but I'll be happy to help you out and get you started. Thank you so much.